delay there. We had a computer that froze up on us, and we could not get the software back up. We're having some more video problems. Now we're moving a little better. Like I said, new software here tonight. We got a few glitches, trying to work through those. Got a lot of new guys on the field, though, that's for sure, since we last cut out.
After the penalty, second down, 19.
Well, Darius Allen here at number 7 at right cornerback. Jack Stevens, number 11 at safety. FACS quick pass. Nice arm.
Fayette Academy.
Nice arm by Fayette Academy.
I thought you were talking about First Assembly.
Oh, did I say First Assembly?
You said FACS. That's the.
Oh, sorry, I was.
It's the same, I guess.
I was. This computer's. My head's spinning a little bit right now.
This is a practice game for us.
Yeah, it's for me. It is for sure.
Yeah, for me.
For me, it is for sure.
I'm glad football season's here, but it's been a while since I've watched any football.
Britton was able to do a little interview with Coach Rod. We're going to try to bring him up and see what we can do tonight. I'm not sure we can.
Cutter funding on the carry. Tackle on the play by the Eagles, Ladarius Allen. Just drag it to the desktop.
Good coverage by the Eagles, stringing that play out. A host of guys on the tackle. Always like to see a defense pursuing like that.
The Fayette Academy 37-yard line.
A lot of young guys in for the Eagles right now. It's good to get those guys some reps.
Like I said, we had a little interview with Coach Rod before he came out. We're trying to get that uploaded. We have a little better way to do that next time, but this was the only means we had tonight. Britt, has that file come through yet that you had?
No, it won't send.
Too big.
Snaps fumbled.
Let's tell you what. Let's we won't have the video. Let's just try the audio.
Okay.
We'll put that through our headset here and see if we can just you can listen to what Coach Rod had to say coming out.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Rod right at the end of the half, right coming out before the second half, just asking for some takeaways, and this was what he had to say.
I was really encouraged by our effort. I felt like our guys were cutting it loose pretty good on both sides of the ball. There's definitely some things to square up, but I was really encouraged by how we competed and our attitude and effort.
I had another question for him, which we'll pull up here in just a minute, about the kicking game and his quarterback situation.
Bennett Brady in at quarterback. I told you we might see Bennett, and he's going to get the rest of this fourth quarter tonight. Hand off to Andrew Agapos. Nice play by Fayette Academy. Jake Vargo, number 29, comes into the ball game. Brady gets the call. Brady's a freshman. Nice quarterback. Definitely have some room to grow, and it's going to be a great ball player here at ECS. After this play, we'll get Coach Rod's second half of that question. Brady with a nice pass. Almost a great catch. We'll get Coach Rod right here.
For your kicking game's been solid, pinning the ball deep in the end zone. What about offense? You've used 3 different quarterbacks.
Yeah, so we have a really good kicker, as you saw probably in the first half, Chandler Karn. He was committed to University of Central Arkansas, so we see him as a weapon for us this year, and we have to win the special teams game. In the quarterback position, we've got 3 guys who are all playing pretty well, so we've got some tough decisions to make on how we're going to move forward.
All right, Coach. Good luck second half.
Thank you.
Well, that's fantastic. Thanks, Britton, for getting that with Coach Rod. Just nice to get some updating. Kind of hearing what we're seeing. Not a surprise to us. But he is going to have a, I don't know how tough a decision it'll be, but it'll definitely have to be a decision because he's got a lot of guys that can play. Joseph Welch, being a senior, no doubt can play quarterback well, but he's also a strong guy playing on defense. Sumner Darlington and I talked about that tonight. He's just a good all-around athlete. So,
well, Coach talked about the fact that he probably would use a couple of different guys throughout the game depending on situations.
Nice throw and catch, Bennett Brady. First completion of his high school career.
Well, I like Bennett rolling out to the right, throwing. Obviously, better to throw to the strong side like that, rolling out. But that's a tough throw and nice pass by Bennett.
Brady Holloway with the reception. Bennett's he's going to grow and be a good drop back passer, but he can certainly throw on the run.
The flag is pass interference against ECS.
So Bennett's first successful completion gets called back for pass
interference.
interference.
It still counts in my book.
Okay.
It still counts in my book.
Yeah, Clayton.
If the game doesn't count, that does count.
Jonas talked about his kicker being an offensive weapon this year, and I think that's really important. I don't know. You can't. I can't overstate that. Being able in high school football to use a kicker and to have someone that can kick a 50-yard field goal with some consistency, that's really going to come in handy this year for them.
Yeah. You know, he was with us last year, but we just didn't have – he wasn't as much a weapon last year. It's just, boy, you never know when a kid develops, and he did this year.
Well, I would have liked to seen that 54-yarder. He only needed about 2 more inches.
Look at Brady, little pass interference.
Defensive
there
pass
we go.
interference.
Jack Stevens on the receiver side couldn't quite get back to the ball, held up, so that's going to move the chains back to where they were.
I've watched Jack Stevens play some lacrosse, and he is fearless. I like the fact that we've gotten Jack now working a little bit at receiver. So I think he's an athlete. If we can get him the ball, give him an opportunity to make some moves. If he does in football what he did in lacrosse, he'll lay a lick on somebody.
He's one of the best athletes on the team, pound for pound, no doubt about it. You just got to get him in the right spot.
Well, he's been playing quarterback, but with 3 additional quarterbacks, you know, it depends on these other quarterbacks, like you said, like Welch, whether they can do something else, whether they can contribute somewhere else. So I like the fact we've got Jack out there in the receiver position.
Brady couldn't quite get away, rolling out to the left.
I'm not exactly sure who was supposed to pick up 51.
A little bit of penetration there from the interior defensive line from Fayette Academy. Didn't allow Bennett to get out and get on the corner.
A little bit of penetration is a little bit of an understatement. There was a big hole there.
It was quick. See number 21 there come off the field, Carter Gibson. This is Carter's first year to play, and he is a nice-looking football player, especially in pads. Just needs some reps, and glad he's getting in tonight. He's a junior.
He's been working a lot on his strength in the offseason.
It's noticeable.
And you can tell the difference.
It's noticeable. It is. I didn't know him until this year, and he stood out in the Houston scrimmage just as a big kid on the side and got in the game to play quite a bit. 3:30 to go in the game. Fourth quarter. Once again, we got a running clock. Thank you for getting back with us. Had a little bit of off-air moment there as we kind of got things situated and stabilized. Hopefully we've gotten most of the kinks out tonight. I'm sure we'll have a few next week, but on the road, those things can happen as well.
Well, there's an official out there coaching the officials as well. So I've been getting a few text messages coaching me also.
Have you?
So I have, yes. I've been getting some good.
Like maybe a brother-in-law, maybe?
No. I got those. I ignored those. But I got some from from a former Eagle who's been in the sports business, been texting me some feedback, which is much appreciated. So glad to do this. Didn't think I would ever do this, but thanks to you, I'm doing it. So
it's been fun. I enjoyed doing it with you. Second year for us.
It's fun to be up here with you.
It's
I wouldn't
not
do it
only
without
this,
you.
not only is this Coach Rod's second year, this is our second year as well. Nice punt, fair catch. He couldn't quite get it.
If he touched that ball, it's going to be
It
our
looks
ball.
like the Eagles' ball.
No, he must not have touched it.
It may be, but they may be giving it to them.
We're not returning kickoffs and punts. That's probably what happened.
All right, we got a lot of freshmen in here tonight. I look at definitely look at number 88, Griffin Garrison. I recognize that number. He's in the game now, usually a middle linebacker position. We've got number 37, Simon Ray, in the game. Number 38, Zach Baker. All those freshmen. William Webster, number 80, playing that right outside linebacker position. Number 44, Charlie Crosby, in the game at linebacker. First real action these guys have seen besides scout team.
But the Eagles did not play Cameron Rosenberger tonight. Didn't is he dressed out? I didn't see him.
No, he was not dressed out tonight.
He's a player that had 817 yards for us last year, averaged 4.7 yards a carry, 8 TDs in 11 games, 175 attempts. So averaged about 74 yards per game, so at the leading rusher, and he did not dress out tonight.
We'll hand off the right side.
Connor Fleming on the carry.
See big number 22, Caden Hill, out there at middle linebacker as well.
Tackled by the Eagles.
That's Austin Hill's younger brother, a couple years younger, so you got two brothers on the same team.
We're missing a number here. Sorry.
I can't imagine what that's like. Of course, their older brother's playing at the University of Memphis.
Third down and 6.
He's a tough. I've seen him play, Caden play lacrosse as well. Athletic, physical guy. If I'm not mistaken, his father played ball at Ohio State.
Pass from David Work. Intended.
Yeah,
Nice play by the freshman.
We talked about Dawson Williams tonight already, and a couple of times on key blocks, which is great to see your leading receiver making key blocks, which actually led to 2 different touchdowns. And Dawson's a guy last year that had almost 900 yards, 899 yards total for the year in 11 games, averaged 16.6 yards. So, 82 yards per game, and he's back. So both your 2 leading offensive threats are back this year for the Eagles.
It's going to take a whole host of Eagles to drag those guys down. We're going to pan down here and say hello to our cheerleaders tonight. Thank them for joining us. Probably doing that because I told my daughter I would do that. How about that? That's going to be the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure what the score was. Probably a 35-6 is what I'm thinking.
No, worse than that.
Worse than that. Well, let's worse than that. But thank you for joining us tonight. We're going to head out of here, try to get some post-game interviews with Coach Rod and some players. We'll have those for you next week. Thank you for putting up with us as we had a few headaches tonight, but thank you for joining us. Have a good night.